yeah, we're all here, and Velma is gonna be here for season 3, and it's been confirmed on YouTube, and I trust it fully. Hell yeah, everyone.
Florian saw a deleted tweet from Watch Mojo that said Velma season 3 confirmed, and he's all excited in the chat, like, oh, guys, it's confirmed. Not true. If only. I wish.
There's two YouTube videos who already took this tweet to be gospel, okay? So
a whole 2 YouTube videos.
Does Watch Mojo report on, like, that kind of shit?
I really don't know how they managed to do it. I think they might even be negative on the show, so this is crazy.
Watch Mojo, if I recall, they make, like, top 10 most boring bridges in South Indiana or something. Like, they just make random top 10s. Why would you trust them that Velma season 3 is confirmed?
I didn't trust them. Someone else did, and they made videos about it, and the videos have gone viral.
And then you spread that misinformation to us, okay? Now you know how Trump got elected.
I had to yell, okay? We were yelling, and...
What does yelling have to do with it? I'm accusing you of spreading misinformation.
I was just so excited, okay? And
you just could not hide it. We're also joined by E. Rich McCoy.
That's right. I was very down on Velma last week, but I might feel a little bit different about Velma this week. Maybe I'm the fucking Velma fan this week.
What?
Who knows?
What, you really liked it this much? Well,
kind of liked the first episode. I accused Florian of lying to me when he said the third episode was good, and then I kind of had to eat my words.
Yeah, I think we accuse Florian of lying about his opinions very often. Because they're hard to believe.
That's actually ridiculous, because you guys claim to love terrible things, and then somehow you don't love Velma. How is that possible? Surely you don't think it's mediocre.
Now, what is there a cognitive dissonance here? Because you're claiming we should like it because it's bad, but then you also argue that it's sincerely good.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's good, but like I don't know how you can hate it this much if you think that bad things are entertaining.
Am I hating it? I haven't said shit today. I even told you one of these jokes was very funny today.
You told me that it drove Kino to depression, okay?
Yeah, Kino Corner, he said, I'd rather kill myself than talk about Velma today, and I understand. And Weekend Warrior, he was in the chat 20 minutes ago, and now he has disappeared, so we don't know if he's also in like a depression caused by Velma, maybe suicide. So it is just the original Peaches here today for the Velma Fan Club Podcast.
No, he'll show up in the last 10 minutes, just like the outro gag, with the Asian family.
Oh yeah, and he can start doing some soundboards too.
Oh no!
Let's not bring that back.
He's gonna talk in his language and gonna give me subtitles. Oh boy!
In case I didn't mention it, we are reviewing episodes 3 and 4 of Velma season 2, and we did do a poll to see how and if we should continue reviewing the series. And we were I
have not been paying attention to this poll. I assume that the Velma fans are going to let us off lightly with a don't watch any more episodes ruling.
Well, it was very close, and actually 7 points, percentage points, you could have prevented us from being here today. Because 41%, the winning result was continue reviewing 2 episodes per week like we've been doing. So I wouldn't say the majority, but like a plurality of people wanted us to do this.
Why do they hate us?
Yourselves out of content. Why didn't you forgo this content, guys? Why are you even watching this?
What are you saying, E. Rich?
Why would they do this to us?
Well, 1/3 of the audience was kind. Like 34% said we can quit and be free. So, like I said, 7 percentage points separated us from being free of this.
One of 3 people listening to this is truly base. The rest of you are terrible people.
Well, I think this is going to be the ultimate podcast, and nobody should ever miss it. Okay, it's like
I mean, Kino Corner and Weekend missed it today.
Well, yeah, they're fools.
So yeah, I guess we'll be here to review every single episode of season 2, and then like Florian said, season 3 is confirmed by WatchMojo.com. So we'll be back in a couple months for season 3.
Yeah, this YouTube channel has he's outraged about all the things that are popular to hate. And he's got like She-Hulk has been cancelled, and then it says Velma 3 has been confirmed, and as Velma's being disgusted on it. Ha, what a fool.
Is this the critical drinker?
No, it surprised me too. I don't know. It's like I haven't even clicked on it. All his videos look like the exact same, so who knows?
Okay, we have been postponing it long enough. The people are dying to know what happened to these episodes of Velma, so let's just do it. Florian, take the lead.
Jesus, I always think of the next episode first.
Okay, well, so in this episode, Velma gets rich.
Is that why you liked it? Because, like, she has a Florian
What's her name?
arc.
I thought it was genuinely funny that she was so like, I hate rich people. Rich people fucking suck. And then once she gets a like taste of the rich life, she like completely turns coat. I like that as an arc for Velma. Every time the show calls out Velma as being a terrible person, I tend to enjoy it just a little bit more.
And in some ways, it's almost exposing the hypocrisy of a certain maybe philosophy or group of people. Like how they're all hypocrites maybe on the inside. The people who preach against the rich obviously would love to be rich themselves. Velma has a line in here that says, I'd be a communist if I didn't want to kill my lazy teammates on group projects. Which, I mean, I feel like most people who aspire for communism, maybe they would feel the same way. They probably don't get along with every single person in society, and everybody doesn't contribute equally.
Well, I mean, they should be very forgiving of people who don't contribute. I guess that's the whole point, isn't it?
That's the whole point of communism?
Each according to his ability, each according to his whatever.
Yeah, these people clearly don't have the ability to contribute.
They're just being lazy.
They have great needs, you know?
Okay.
Well, this happens a lot in Velma. They do make fun of everything. There's a lot of self-deprecation, so you probably must have enjoyed that all along, right? Like, Velma is portrayed to be quite terrible at times.
Sure, yeah. And Fred is shaping up to be the hero.
One of the things I especially noticed in this episode, and I can't remember on previous Velma podcasts whether I've called this out, I feel like Mindy Kaling does a very lazy job voicing Velma. She kind of just reads every line the same exact way, and it started to bother me in this first episode. As much as I did like it ultimately, I just always was feeling like, oh yeah, she's really not bringing any different inflection or any emotionality. She kind of just says every line in the same exact way.
Why
you can't really distinguish a joke from like actual panic.
Yeah, because it's just everything she's saying. Like, it's just like that.
Why are you shaming this autistic heroine, huh?
Not the heroine, fucking Mindy Kaling, the actor-producer. Who's probably making bank off this show.
Well, I mean, that's just how you do it, you know? There's not that much emotion when you're autistic. It's gonna do
You think Mindy Kaling? Oh, it's a good performance because Velma's autistic.
I see.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I've got a question for E-Rich, because as usual, he's plugged into politics. He'll understand all these little references. Velma, at one point at the beginning of episode 3, is protesting fracking, and she says, no more saying fracking as a double entendre. Can you explain that to me?
So in Battlestar Galactica, they refer to fucking as fracking.
What?
You know what? That's so...
Is that what the joke is here?
I don't know, because like that was a while ago, and
Velma probably does not watch that show.
I mean, maybe her brand of autism.
Yeah,
makes her a sci-fi fan.
There's so many dated references that actually does make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that from the 80s? Because they do have a whole thing about 80s references here.
Oh god, that's the worst part of the next episode.
You don't like the Breakfast Club parody?
Well, I've never watched Breakfast Club, but I hate the reference to it. I hate the constant reference to, oh, look, we're doing the 80s. Shut the fuck up. And the kids are like, oh, we're actually doing meta because we're the kids and we like meta humor. Nobody likes meta humor. What are you fucking doing?
I like meta humor.
Not when it's breaking a wall all of the time.
When I was a young boy, before I saw Back to the Future, Breakfast Club was my favorite movie, like when I was 10 or 11. So maybe we should do a kino on that so Florian can finally see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
Florian,
I'm definitely going to be more connected with Velma after we do.
I was going to say, this is a way in. You were out of this episode of Velma, or that episode of Velma, and this is your way back in.
So he's going to watch Breakfast Club and then rewatch episode 4 of season 2 of Velma, and now he'll appreciate it. He'll love it. He'll be laughing at all the little inside jokes about John Bender smoking a cig, crawling in the roof, crawling in the ceiling, telling a joke, and then right when he gets to the punchline, ceiling falls through. You don't get to hear the end of that joke. Too bad.
Oh no, I hate when I don't hear a joke. Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, you've spoiled it. Oh,
well,
geez.
There's nothing to spoil. Like, there's been a great debate ever since 1985 or whatever fucking year this movie came out. Like, what was the punchline to Bender's joke?
What was the joke? I
don't remember. He's just crawling through the ceiling, telling a joke to himself, and then he falls through.
Yeah, I gotta wait for the Breakfast Club podcast to find out what the joke was.
Yep, we're doing that tomorrow, so stay tuned.
We should eat brunch while we're podcasting about the Breakfast Club.
Does corn pizza qualify as a brunch item?
No.
What about corn schnitzel?
Maybe.
What about
some canned sweet corn?
Well, yeah, do like a breakfast schnitzel, like sausage and gravy in there.
Florian, have you ever had avocado toast?
Yes.
Yes.
Where does toast come from?
Yeah, good question. Asking the right question.
We're gonna need a whole episode of Velma to solve this.
Yeah, it's Fred's biggest contribution.
Yeah, so episode 3, it's the science fair, and of course Fred's entry to the science fair is trying to scientifically discover where does toast come from, because his dead mom used to bring him toast, but he doesn't know how it's made. Or he thinks it might come from the kitchen. That's his hypothesis.
I thought at the end of this that he was gonna like have a project about like how done your toast is depending on what the setting is on the thing, but it wasn't even that. It was just
how is toast made?
Toast. How is Babby formed?
Yeah. Meanwhile, the science project at Norville, who I do want to remind people that Norville in this show is supposed to be Shaggy. He's black Shaggy, and I have to keep saying that because most of these people are not watching along with us, as they should not be. But Norville's dad, who I guess is like the real Shaggy, because we see flashbacks in these episodes, and like him as a teenager just looks like the fucking Shaggy that we know and love. And he's constantly smoking weed, and he wants Norville to smoke this pot to solve the hallucinations he's seeing, because he's being haunted by the supposed ghost of Fred's mom, who he killed last season. So his science fair project, Norville, he's trying to, instead of smoking the weed, he wants to like plug some shit into his brain. I don't know. What is he doing here, Florian?
Well, he's trying to fry his brain so he doesn't get hallucinations anymore. And he's calculated the perfect amount of electricity it would take, but his math was off, and he keeps blowing up the potatoes. But as his father is closing in and wants a drop of that tainted pee to prove that he's been taking the drugs, he resorts to in fact shocking himself with the too high dose, and then he obliterates
his empathy. He loses empathy. But this is like a halfway good joke, I guess, like the idea of having to take a drug test to prove that you are doing drugs. Like his dad wants
somebody's tainted pee. Yeah,
he's buying pee from a pot smoker to prove to his dad he's smoking. Like that's pretty good, but it's not really laugh out loud funny.
Well, they keep bringing it back like several times that he needs to get the pee, and that's strange.
There were 2 times I laughed out loud during these 2 episodes. I will reveal the moments when we get to each episode, but yeah, there was one in that episode.
Only one per episode, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's at the end of episode 3, so we better fly through this summary, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can't wait for this.
There's an invention where you give a toy to babies, and they can push buttons, and then it'll like say words out loud. So it's like babies can communicate through this toy. And there's a baby who pushes the buttons, and the toy says, "Election stolen witch hunt." And then a waitress at the restaurant says that the baby is a genius. Do we think the Velma writers are being genuine here?
Wow, you never know. I guess with all these crazy opinions that she has, who knows?
Yeah, does Mindy Kaling herself think that it it was rigged and that January 6th was a bunch of patriots.
Is it meant to convey that the baby is using a toy that's been configured to make those noises?
The baby is using it just to communicate his thoughts that he can't say with words.
Well, yeah, like my thought is, does the device actually work, or is the device a bullshit?
No, it works.
Oh, it works. The baby knows what's up.
Wow. Okay.
The baby's speaking truth to power here, E-Rich.
Out of the mouths of babes.
Yes. Okay, let's see, Florian. This is your fucking Principal Skinner moment. Am I out of touch? No, it's the kids who are wrong, huh? You're going to tell me this baby's wrong about the witch hunt, Florian?
Yeah, the baby has done its research. I guess it is true after all. Damn, the witch hunt.
There are a lot of good babies on both sides.
That baby was watching the news on election night, and he saw at 3 a.m. 5,000 votes for Biden out of nowhere. So he was paying attention, even though he probably would not have been alive 4 years ago. But we'll figure that one out.
That baby's Mike Lindell.
Yeah, he's reincarnated.
Anyway, yeah, so Velma's mom and Fred's dad are now fucking and dating.
Hooking up, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Velma's against it, but then when she, now she gets to live the luxurious lifestyle of the wealthy, now she's completely on board. Everich, I know you liked this, so I want to hear from you.
Well, no, hold on. Before we get into the parts I liked, it really bothers me that Velma thinks that she can tell her mom, like, if I win the science fair, or like the mom offers that if you win the science fair, then I won't with Fred's dad.
Yeah, I don't get it.
That's so fucked up. Like, it's so insane to like premise your like personal relationships on whether or not your daughter wins the science fair.
That's the part that's fucked up. Not the fact that Velma is demanding this and she won't accept this relationship.
Well, to be fair, Fred's dad is a horrible bastard, so I can't really blame Velma here.
I mean, everyone's terrible in this show.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it just matters of degree, really.
Meanwhile, Fred, he's mourning his mother still, and he's in denial that she was the villain behind everything in season 1. But I think the arc of these 2 episodes is Fred coming to terms with how cruel and evil his mother really was, and I'm excited to get to that because that was the one joke I laughed at. Anything else from episode 3? There's like a "Be Our Guest" parody song.
So like I did like that part. I did like that, like they tried to win her favor by doing a big
song and dance
musical number on her. I like that. The one joke I laughed at is the mice that they have in her training, where if you like say smart to one and then like dumb, and like the positive reinforcement works, and then they say the smartest one is the one that got called hot bitch every single fucking time, and that mouse got through the maze the best.
The one that was called Hot Bitch.
Yeah, the one that was called Hot Bitch. And then later on, what's Norval's dad's name? I don't.
Shaggy?
His name
Nor
is
do
Lamo.
I care. Nor do I care. Lamont.
Lamont is the cool dad. Lamo is the lame dad.
What the fuck? All right. I don't care. I cannot give a shit. And then the dad says, "All you hot bitches." Like, that's good. I like it.
Yep, that's some good dad humor there. But then, did you see the secret scene?
Well, I want to go back to the rats thing real quick. Unless you're
rats.
Okay, you're still on that? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because in the final scene, the rat has escaped, and she's like, where did Hot Bitch go? And then Hot Bitch, the rat, has gone to the sewers, and she discovers another dead body. Oh wow, the bodies are piling up.
Who could be doing this? But is this science fair project about the rats and calling them different words, is this based in real science? Because I once read that if you say mean, derogatory things to your cat, regardless of your tone of voice, that like it'll affect them in some way, which I think is retarded bullshit poppycock. Like if I'm talking very sweet and kindly to my cat, I can call it a stupid motherfucker and it'll sit there and purr. So like there's no way animals recognize which of our words are bad, right?
Well, dogs know words. I don't know if rats know words. Like, I guess rats are kind of smart, but they don't hang out with us such much.
Right, but if you call a dog a motherfucking bitch-ass N-word, I don't think the dog's going to be upset, right?
I mean, well,
unless it's a black dog.
Can they pick up on tone? Can you like say the worst things to them in a nice tone?
Doesn't come into it,
and they'll
apparently.
think it's no, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, right. The study was without tone, so. I mean, I know that the dogs definitely can learn like 400 words, so they will know like if you do something like that. But I mean, if they've only heard the word in a positive context, they wouldn't know. So it's very strange. What else? Tell me more about this study.
I just know that I read it somewhere on the internet 5 years ago. So much like you, I'm probably spreading misinformation. But hey, I came into this saying I think it's not true anyway, so I'm a real hero. Should we ask ChatGPT if cats understand when we say mean things? Okay.
It's the only way.
We'll ask a robot for its opinion on a cat's feelings.
Yep.
Okay.
Closest thing you're gonna get to the real answer.
Yeah.
While I'm typing this up, I guess you guys tell me more about episode 3.
Yeah, so I think that Velma in this episode is annoying. However, she goes on a character journey of figuring out that she loves being rich, but then does give it up once it seems like it's not the correct thing to be. So...
Yeah, that's I guess the story that Lindy wants to, that the Velma writer wants to spread. That makes sense. I like how there's so many little jokes that are actually pretty funny. Like, for example, when they try out the different outfits, rich Velma tries out the outfits, and then look, the only outfit she likes is the same sweater that she was wearing.
Just her gold. Like sequinedy gold. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Florian, do you think you could do this for me and you'd win me over?
Maybe.
Show me the rich life of
that you mean that
sugar babies, or
you have to give him a foot rub. I forgot we didn't do our grinder update. Dude, people are gonna be fucking pissed.
There's so much to talk about. I've been ignored by the gays. Okay.
Well, we'll extend that into a 1 minute segment. Let's hear about it. What's going on, Florian?
Well, I guess I'm too honest because I stated that I'm 80% straight and 20% gay.
And that should be an enticing challenge.
I know it should be, but
can I convert this man to be 100% gay?
I said I'm also looking for an open relationship or a friendship plus, so I guess that wasn't enticing.
Well, I thought
enough.
those things. I think those things would balance out. That saying you're only 80%.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not gay. And then the open relationship part, people will be like, "Oh yeah, that sounds."
Yeah, they get 20% of my time. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love it if my boyfriend was fucking prostitutes every day.
Yes, the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, I think Florian might be. I wouldn't say doomed because I think this is what he wants, but Florian will probably not end up in like a steady, normal relationship, right?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely not looking for that.
Yeah,
what the fuck would I do? That would be boring as hell.
Yeah, just to have like somebody who knows you personally and loves you like on a deep level and wants to spend every day with you, like that would suck.
Yeah, I mean, that works out so good for everyone all the time, you know? Like, we all know that marriage is always doomed to fail, and like the people who don't get married, I'm sure they're more doomed to fail even than that, so I'm pretty black-pilled on relationships.
Wow, that's a good sign.
Money. Are you saying money can't buy you love, Florian?
No, I'm specifically doing that. So I mean, it's working out. Like
you're buying sex. You're not buying love.
Maybe
money's the only thing that is working out. Okay, so that's the only thing I'm not black-pilled on. You know,
green-pilled. Well, according to ChatGPT, this is the cat shit is bullshit, and like they can pick up on your emotional cues and in your tone of voice and body language. So I was right. You can say whatever you want to them as long as you say it in a nice way.
But what if they're a Scooby-Doo and they understand words?
Oh.
Well, Velma does say, last time I got high, I was convinced the dog was talking to me. So I wonder if that's going to come in later.
Yeah, I picked that up. I wonder if they're seeding things here.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of talking dog that we'll hear about. Oh, what man? It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious how will they ever introduce Scooby-Doo? Because if the spoiler is true that Scrappy shows up at the end, I'm curious how that is even brought into the show. But like, why are we not doing Scooby of all characters?
It has to be a last season thing where it's like in the very last season.
I think this is the last season.
Yeah, for season 3, that is definitely confirmed. Yeah, Scooby will be the secret villain of that one.
Remember when we thought that this brain plot would be they put one of the brains in a dog?
I mean, could still happen, I guess.
We might be smarter than the Velma writers.
No,
we're just way ahead of the curve.
Look, they specifically named the project for scooping out the brains Scooby. So I think they saw them.
No, that was Scoopy because they're scooping the brains out. Scoopy.
No, they made an acronym out of Scooby. Remember?
No, I do not remember, but that's fine.
That is, I can't believe you forgot this.
Yeah, honestly, this is never gonna affect us as the Velma podcast. Velma is more something that happens to me than something I watch.
What?
Just kind of let it wash over me, and I just like, all right.
Florian, is this a joke about the pink tax? Okay, Velma says pink lemonade costs 13 cents more than regular.
Yeah, I mean, that is so clearly a commentary on the pink tax.
Is it really 13%? Because I thought women were bitching that their pink razors were like double the price.
Well, let's see. How much is
your
the pink
V
tax?
And really, the pink tax is kind of like how the lottery is a stupid tax, because women could easily just like not buy the pink girly version of all these things and they would save money.
Well, to be honest, you probably don't want the men's razors because they're like way too rough on women's skin.
That's retarded, dude. All razors are the exact same thing.
Yeah,
me and my girlfriend use the same fucking razors. It doesn't matter.
Yeah?
It just cuts your skin or the hair off of your skin.
Oh no!
I mean, it can cut your skin, but try to avoid
I've
that.
made pretty bad experiences with Gillette razors, and I'm hoping that women are having a less terrible experience with it. But who knows?
Are you buying like the shitty cheap ones with only one blade in it, or what?
No, it has 3.
Okay. Well, you got to be more careful. I don't think I've ever cut myself shaving.
Well, I didn't cut myself. It's just very uncomfortable doing it. It's weird.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I
on?
bought a different set of heads for it, and they worked better. So.
Well, I was told that Harry's Razors actually has a factory in Germany, so maybe you should just go across the street and grab something good.
Oh, hey, by the way, here it turns out that women spend $1,300 more on products because of the pink tax. So that's.
Does that include like makeup?
Maybe
it couldn't. How could it?
Yeah, I guess it could. Well, but yeah, 1.3 versus 13%. That's probably the reference, right?
Sure. So that's what you get, ladies, for needing everything to be pink. Just go buy the normal one. Lesson learned.
Pink lemonade sounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
and
not
pink
like
lemonade
there's,
doesn't even cost more. That's insane. Yeah,
it's not like there's a specific block on anyone buying anything. So if you don't want to buy the pink razors because it's too expensive, I would suggest buying literally any other razor.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like fucking lottery tickets, man. Like you're just wasting your money and you're stupid.
Well, the pink stuff looks cute. How did you get that?
I need the razor in my shower that I shave my pussy with to be cute.
and then buy some pink paint, Florian.
Well, that'll cost extra, so you might as well just...
Well, if you want your life to be extra cute, then yeah, you're going to have to pay a 13% increase.
Will it cost more than the pink razor, is my question.
It'll probably come off. It's not a good idea. But yeah, if you want to feel like a hot bitch, you got to pay the pink tax. It's pretty clear.
Do you guys think Weekend Warrior fell asleep sitting at his computer? Because he was here 20 minutes before we started, and he was ready to review this with us, and he.
I'm not prepared to count that out as the reason.
Yeah, because I've been waiting for him to jump in halfway through this whole time, but he's just gone, and I know it's like 1 a.m. over there, so he might have just passed out.
Could be.
I'm just gonna write to him on Twitter, and then he's gonna immediately appear. Okay.
He'll just pop in.
That'll be our science fair experiment: how to make Weekend Warrior appear.
I forgot about the Velma podcast this week, guys.
Yeah, he did send me his half of our collab, so now it's just up to me to edit it. So wait another 3 months and it'll be out.
Good on him.
Florian, you have a whole arsenal of editors. Do they want to edit my video for free?
Well, you alienated Purple, and my other guy.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I alienated Purple? He still posts comments on my shit every day. He's obsessed with me. He was liking my my review of Unfrosted on Letterboxd.
Oh wow! Well,
how was Unfrosted? I don't think I.
Oh, it's fucking horrible. Me and Florian both watched it yesterday.
Yeah, it was incredibly unfunny. We really should review it.
We're doing that right now during Velma.
What about the Mad Men part?
Yeah, that one was good.
Did you understand it all?
I did not, but I learned
since you haven't watched Mad Men. Yeah.
Well, I'm not familiar with the ins and outs of Mad Men, but when the setup is Jerry Seinfeld says, "Oh, we need a really good advertisement to sell these Pop-Tarts."
Mad Men in here.
Well, I mean, kind of.
Here they come.
But like, you know, he says that, and then jump cut to John Hamm. You know, it's not a bad joke. It's just that after that, there wasn't any like humor in the scene. Like the joke is just that they got John Hamm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it blows my mind how this man is considered to be a comedian. Like, I can accept I can accept the movies and the stories he's trying to tell, but he includes so many jokes that are just so unfunny, and they're not worthwhile in any fucking way, and it just blows my mind.
Monkey, have you seen? Or wait, no, Monkey. You know how we have teaching certificates that like you can only be a teacher for this many years until your certificate runs out.
Yeah.
I kind of think that like comedians should be the same way, and then like because Jerry Seinfeld has not put out anything of any value for like 40 years.
Not since B-Movie.
He should not be able.
Yeah, B-Movie was great. Take that back.
That was from like the early 2000s
that was
or something.
40 years ago.
That's forever.
2007.
Yeah, all right. Almost 20 years then.
Most of our audience wasn't even born then.
Since he hasn't released anything in so long, he should start right back from the bottom and have to build his way back up in order to then make a movie or something. Because he obviously has not kept his fucking shit together.
Well, some argue he never had it to begin with, and that just Larry David was the collaborator of the team that had like all the genius, right? And you know, Seinfeld's the worst part of Seinfeld.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with his voice. He just says really stupid shit all the time. It's crazy.
The number one review on Letterboxd is somebody claiming that they were at the premiere for the movie and they sat behind Jerry Seinfeld, and Seinfeld was the only one laughing at the jokes. And I believe that.
What is the deal with this movie?
I mean, clearly he thinks it's very funny.
It's cracking me up.
Oh my god. That can't be real. He couldn't be. God, they really didn't. They didn't show it to anyone, and then he just released it, thinking it was this masterpiece. Oh my god! And he said like, "Oh, I got all these famous people in it. It's too big to fail. What could possibly go wrong?"
Well, that's the Netflix money speaking right there. That's like
it can't fail.
$500 million to make the Pop-Tart movie, and I guess I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, if they put this out...
Not like I've ever made a movie before.
If it was out in theaters, it would definitely fail, but now that it's on Netflix instead, like Jerry Seinfeld has no reason to think it's a failure. Like, oh, these critics, these people, they didn't get my humor, fuck them. But I made a shit ton of money, so I won.
These far-left comedians nowadays, they don't understand my comedy. Yeah, shut up, Jerry.
God, not even political in any way. It's like, there weren't even any edgy jokes or anything. There was just nothing.
He was complaining about like, oh, nowadays the fucking the studios have to intrude on everything you do, and that was always the case, dude.
Well, they should have intruded more. He needs to be reined in.
Why does he need a studio? He's literally a billionaire with a B. Mm-hmm. He could just George Lucas this shit. Like George Lucas makes movies and does not release them. He just does it for himself because he likes it. Why couldn't Jerry have just fucking put $50 million of his own money and made this movie?
I don't want to spend my own money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta waste the Netflix money.
To make money.
Anyway,
Netflix has all their money. Let them spend the money. Hey,
guys, Velma episode 4 now. We need to go to the Breakfast Club.
We forgot that Norval is finally unhinged, and he tells his dad what a fucking loser he is because he smokes weed all the time, and that is crazy because this is so relevant right now with everyone looking at legalizing it. Disgusting.
Okay,
Yeah, it was moved from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, E-Rich?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Yeah. Does that mean they can sell it at a bar now?
No, it just means the punishments for it are slightly less.
For possession or for selling, or both?
I think it's just possession, but I'd have to look into it.
I'm pretty sure they decriminalized possession long ago.
Well, not everywhere.
I mean, look, if it was Schedule whatever, then...
Yeah, but Biden's administration specifically decriminalized marijuana possession. It was only like drug dealers who could get in trouble, as far as I know.
Well, yeah, but they can only do federal, right? Like, the states can still lock you up.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, he released a bunch of people for it in federal prison, but that was a really small number because
and they were all put in there by Kamala, so she's just letting them back out.
It's fine.
Okay, so it looks like it just changes how the government considers how dangerous the drug is. So, like, Schedule 1, which includes heroin and LSD, means that there is no acceptable medical use for this drug.
What?
And there's a high potential for abuse. It's now Schedule 3, which includes, like, anabolic steroids, ketamine, and testosterone. So, it has medical uses. It should just be used in lower... moderate to low potential for physical and psychological dependence.
So does that mean you can...
I don't know about low for marijuana for dependence on that shit. I think a lot of people have become...
The question is, can you use the stuff that gets you high for medical reasons, or is it the neutered version that doesn't get you high?
The what version doesn't get you high? Excuse me?
The neutered. I don't know. The one without the
neutered.
I mean, if it doesn't have THC, I wouldn't count it as weed to begin with.
Yeah, right. It's not going to do anything for you at that point.
Yeah, fuck that. But no, that is weird that medical marijuana has been a legitimate thing for like decades now, but it was scheduled federally as no medical use. That's kind of retarded.
Yeah, that's wild.
Funny.
It just goes to show you how slow the government moves with everything. Fucking.
So AI is going to destroy us because it's going to take them 40 years to actually legislate about it.
Florian, are you against weed being legalized?
Of course he is. He's the straightest edge of them all.
I don't really care, but I do hate every time I see someone smoking or I smell it. Oh my god, fuck! It's so gross.
Is it legal in Austria?
It's so lame. It's crazy.
Is it legal over there, Florian?
No, just the version that doesn't get you high for medical use.
How far are you from Amsterdam?
Bullshit.
Pretty close, I guess, but I don't travel. Also, but I wouldn't care.
How far have you traveled before, Florian?
I have been to America, but I discovered I don't like to travel, so I haven't gone anywhere since.
I just imagine you like Sam in Lord of the Rings, where you're like, "This is the farthest I've ever been away from my home." If I move outside of this border, I will be the longest I've been away from my home.
Yeah, if I walk all the way down that field, that'll be what happens,
Yep.
Should we finish episode 4 of Velma?
I didn't even realize we started.
No, actually, there's more about episode 3. Let's go back because Neil deGrasse Tyson shows up.
Oh yeah.
Does he do a voice cameo? I couldn't really tell.
It sounded like him. I'm pretty sure that was him.
All right.
Well, he's happy to do anything, right?
Oh yeah,
he's a fucking whore.
Yeah, he's an attention whore.
Yeah.
I think his best cameo was in Batman v Superman. That was pretty good.
What? I don't remember that.
Yeah, they're like interviewing him on TV about like the science behind Superman's power.
How Superman would work. Yeah.
Oh my god. I guess I remember that. That's crazy. I almost thought that was something he did in Big Bang Theory. Wow.
Only Big Bang Theory. It was the exclusive provenance of the Big Bang Theory.
We learned that Norville's dad owes money to the mafia, and this very same mafia is being paid off by Fred's dad to force Norville's dad to make Velma the winner of the science fair. It's very convoluted and pointless because then Velma says, I'm not even in the science fair.
Yeah, it's very stupid.
Big waste of time. Anyway, they all get detention because Norville's being a dick to his dad, and his dad's the guidance counselor, so they all get detention, you know. Spoiler alert. Time for episode 4. Let's go. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm sweating. It's hot over here.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't want to turn on the AC and ruin this great Velma podcast.
No, it's finally getting warm here too. It was snowing like last week. It was crazy.
So the big plot with Daphne is that she's falling in with the they-them character Amber, and they're kind of converting her into being a Wiccan, witch, occultist kind of thing. And Velma, who is dating Daphne, is very much against this because it's not scientific or based in facts or logic.
I love
the entire time.
The struggle is so real. I love how she's just having to watch helplessly as her girlfriend just becomes more and more crazy.
Yeah, the entire time Daphne has been obsessed with the idea of it's not conjuring. What is it?
Manifesting.
Manifesting that, like, you just by thinking about something enough, it will actually happen. And that's a bullshit thing. The only thing that changes is that your pattern recognition starts picking things up. Because you're specifically like looking for stuff.
Actually, you must not have remembered Creaky Friday when all the manifesting actually came true. It's canonically working now.
Well, I don't know. Is it canonical? Because the question here is Norville actually being haunted by Fred's mom's ghost, or is it just the hallucinations? And that's why they're going to do a seance during the Breakfast Club detention episode to see if they can find out if this is a real ghost or not. And Velma's down for this because she thinks it'll fail and that she can prove once and for all that this is all bullshit.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but I guess in the end we don't really find out what happens. Because all the secrets will remain until the very end, just like in the last season.
Yep. Did you have any thoughts on episode 4, E-Rich?
The one part that I did laugh at is when Velma is recalling herself at a Beyonce concert and her spirit leaves her body and her spirit tries to float closer to the stage, and then it's rejected by the presence that she's feeling or whatever because she didn't pay for tickets.
It's like a spirit bouncer blocking her her out-of-body experience from seeing Beyonce too close.
That was genuinely hilarious. I did laugh at that. So
I laughed at we have Fred, and he finds his mom's golden locket, and he opens it up, and it's just a picture of their dog, and he's like, oh, this must be her backup locket, because surely she loves me and has a locket with my picture. And then the dog picture blows out, and there's an inscription, and I wrote down exactly what it said. This locket contains all the things I truly love. I own no other lockets. I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
Yep. He is crushed once again.
Yes.
He just can't get a break. Poor guy. So,
but at the end of the episode, he's pissed and he throws the locket out and runs it over with the car. So I think we're going to see a very new Fred starting episode 5.
Oh, a new character development.
He's going to be like the angry white male. Maybe him and that baby will team up and try to overthrow the faulty election.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think we get a lot of good character development in these episodes,
From who?
Well, I mean, the Wiccan stuff, I think, is very engaging. The way that she just gets more and more crazy, and this Amber is so annoying. I just hate her so much.
Amber is kind of in the background of these episodes.
Well, but she's actually driving the force. She just has to say one thing, and then all the people just do it. And Daphne just fully buys into the stupid bullshit that Amber has come up with. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, let's totally do a seance to find out if Shaggy is haunted. Cool.
Well, should we do a prediction? Is the ghost real? Will Amber be proven right? And he really is being haunted by the ghost of Fred's mom, or is it just all in his head?
I mean, most of the time, it's never a ghost, right? In these things.
Well, I mean, it's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
If there's a ghost in anything, and there was a centaur at the Beyonce concert, so we know that mythical creatures exist in this world, right?
I mean, I wouldn't think so. It's probably just the costume, you know?
Looked fucking real to me. But
yeah, I mean, well, it was real in the memory.
Okay.
Who knows?
Do you like that during their seance, they start chanting Beyonce lyrics and they call it a seance?
Yes, that was actually amazing. I think that
made
might
me
be
sick.
My favorite joke. Like, I like that joke a lot. And then when they bring it back, when Fred says, I lost my innocent fiance, that was amazing, okay?
Can anybody even name a Beyonce song?
No.
Yeah, I can't. I know nothing about this. Erich, you a big Beyonce fan? Are you more of a T Swift?
Single ladies. All the single ladies. Oh, the single
What has she done since 2008? That was forever ago.
I think she might have actually quit music.
That was a while ago.
I think she had a movie come out last year.
She literally just had an album come out. It was called Cowboy Carter. I have not heard a single song from it, but I do know it.
Oh, she made a country album. That's right. And they're trying to say, black women are taking over country music. You know what? You can have it.
Well, that sounds pretty good to me. I gotta listen to this.
Yeah,
that'd be like me invading Austria and being like, "This is mine now."
Yeah, you can have the schnitzel.
I wouldn't recommend it. There's also like in this episode, it's like a weird 80s flashback, and we see all the characters' parents when they were in high school, and I don't know why they're showing us this.
I did like those parts because like they play becoming a lawyer like you would taking heart.
Here, you're cutting out, Erich. Try that again.
Did I? Oh, sorry. They play. Is it any better? Hello.
Just keep trying, buddy.
Hello.
I hear you.
Hello.
I hear you.
I agree with Erich. It's very cool how they present being a lawyer as falling in with the wrong crowd. You know, I like how he comes in and he's like, yeah, I'm going to become a lawyer and I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to help people out. And then the other guy's like, help people out? That's not what lawyers do. This guy has come up with a way of stealing musicians' music out from under them. And then he's like, no way. That's so evil. I would never do that. And in the end, he breaks the vase and he decides that the only way to save his career is to become a lawyer and to sue the school before they get to fire him. I mean, expel him.
Yep.
So
we get the dark backstory of how Velma's dad became, I guess, an unethical lawyer then. Why do we care?
Yeah. And then unsuccessful. Come on, he's her father. Why wouldn't we care?
Well, as an audience, why would I give a fuck about this character? Like why are we even focusing on their parents at all?
I mean, he's been in the show before. Like, when you have a teenage kid, it makes sense to include the parents.
I'm not convinced. They're going to have to put in a lot more legwork to make me even halfway pay attention to these scenes about characters that are not the Mystery Machine Gang.
I mean, we had Norval's dad be pretty interesting, lame-o, when he's in school and all he does is try to smoke weed and everyone thinks he's lame. And then he hasn't moved an inch from his past. He's still in school. He's a guidance counselor. He's still getting high and he's still not getting respect and everyone calls him lame-o instead of Lamont. I think that's great, okay? This is good writing.
That's a very Jesse Armstrong view of people. Like, nobody ever changes. If you're just a stoner in high school, you'll still be that 40 years later.
That's bullshit. We specifically see this lawyer guy changing. You know, he wasn't going to be an unethical lawyer, and then he is. So, like, you can have one character who doesn't change. That makes sense.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just did not care. But honestly, it's my fault for watching this in the first place, so it's on me.
Yeah, you really need to enjoy things more. You know, there's a lot of great development here.
Hey, this show made me laugh out loud with that Locket joke. I was not expecting to actually audibly laugh at any point.
It was so specifically what would be there to crush him, huh? What a shame.
Yeah. I don't know. That might be like a lazy kind of joke, but I do really like it when it's, somebody says something and then like a very specific counter to what they were saying pops up.
Well,
like, why would she even inscribe that in the locket? Like, I own no other lockets.
Yeah, what if she does get another locket? Now she has to change it? It's crazy.
Yeah. That's why she covered it up with the dog photo.
Okay, Mumkey. Do you think this is true? In season 1, Fred discovers this locket, and then his mom tells him, "No, this is my backup locket. Don't worry, I got my other locket with you and Dad in it." Do you think that happened, or am I?
Do I think that happened in season 1? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I mean, either it did or it didn't.
Well, you tell me.
Do I need an opinion on that? I mean, I don't remember it happening. Did it happen?
I mean, I half remember it, so I don't know.
I don't think it did.
I think it did. There were dogs in the locket.
Well, I have not watched Velma season 1 in over a year, so who could say? Do we have any other final thoughts on these 2 episodes of Velma?
Well, we've definitely not had episodes like this was some of the least bad episodes we've had. So maybe I am a redeemed Velma fan.
Velma stan, maybe.
Hell yeah. So yeah, I mean, it started off pretty rough with him constantly referencing, "Oh, it's the 80s. We're going to do the 80s." And that's really stupid writing. It's like, yeah, we get it. You're writing a show, and you're referencing the fact that you're writing the show by having characters mentioning the tropes that you're doing. Can you stop that now? And luckily, in the end, they stopped doing it, but I wish they had included it.
It's one of the few things they have in their arsenal. And as Jerry Seinfeld might tell you, you liberals have ruined comedy, and that's why this generation's obsessed with meta humor, because they can't actually make real jokes anymore. All they can do is just be meta and expect you to laugh at that.
Well, I think there's a lot of real jokes here, okay? Like,
sure. I don't think Jerry Seinfeld has seen Velma, because there are lots of edgy jokes in this show.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely jokes that are being made, and I think a lot of them are actually pretty good. Some of them are subtle and good, which is a thing that Seinfeld wouldn't get.
Yeah, the subtlety.
And some of them are really like out there, and they're going for it. Sometimes they miss, sometimes they hit, And then there's a lot of references, I guess, which are usually bad. So that's too bad, I guess.
Okay, Rich, give me your final thoughts. Or unless you already did, and you're done.
I kind of did already.
Okay, then let's start plugging and chugging, baby. What do you want to plug this week, Rich?
Yeah, you can find me on Letterboxd at Reverend1138. I've been watching the old Planet of the Apes movies. The first Planet of the Apes is really good. The second is just all right. The third is better than all right. And then the fourth one is fucking great.
Shit.
Can't wait to finish this series. And
I saw a tweet that said this franchise has like 10 movies and 8 of them are actually good, which is like an all-time track record.
Whoa.
It's legitimately one of the most consistent franchises around, and I'm very excited for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes to blow my mind.
Do any of these movies have real apes in them, Rich?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Monkey Box. Maybe I should just do all the Planet of the Apes in order at this point.
I think the third one and the fourth one have some real monkeys in them occasionally.
Okay, so my new life is once a month I review one Medea movie and one Planet of the Apes movie for the next fucking 10 months.
I would definitely recommend the fourth movie, which I think is fucking great and maybe better than the first one.
Is that underneath the Planet of the Apes?
No. Beneath the Planet of the Apes is the second one.
Oh.
In the second movie, it's mostly a recap of the first movie, and then they realize that there's like a nuclear cult of mutant humans underneath the Planet of the Apes, and they have a bomb. At the end of the movie, the bomb goes off, and the Earth is nuked.
Whoa.
And it's just like, wait a minute, what? How is this the end of the second movie? And then there's like 3 movies after this
that are all canon?
2 of the apes go back in time to the 70s.
Holy shit.
And then like basically start like it's like a grandfather paradox where it's like they start the events that lead to the Planet of the Apes, and then when the Planet of the Apes happens, they then go back in time and like it just loops and loops and loops.
How does that fit into the newest ones?
Here's the thing: the fourth movie is the Caesar character, like leading a revolution of apes across Earth, and then these new movies are basically just a new spin on that essential story. The fourth movie is a very like compacted version of the new trilogy that was made. So yeah, I was shocked.
The fact that there is a time traveling ape movie that I've never heard of is blowing my mind. How has nobody told me about this? A movie where intelligent monkeys time travel to the 70s? This might be the greatest movie ever made. I'm gonna go watch that now.
Watch whatever the third one is called, and then Conquest of the Planet of the Apes is the fourth one.
I'll just watch them in order. Fuck it, I'll watch all of them like you are, E-Rich.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it sounds like a real hoot. What about you, Florian? What are you gonna plug today? What franchise of films? Fast and Furious? The Marvels?
Well, I'm considering of doing a little video on Frosted and also on Rebel Moon, but I'm very uncommitted, so it might never happen. But what definitely happens is me doing Bazinga Boys every week. So check out Anti-Reviews to hear the newest Bazinga news every week.
Well, Florian, I'll tell you, I'm a little low on money this month. You know, times are hard. I have to eat cat food with my cats. So I will say, if you want to write up a script for your Unfrosted review, I will happily edit that video for you.
Wow.
Now that I've seen it, I know exactly where all the clips are that I can plug in for you.
Whoa.
So stay tuned for Florian's fully edited, fully scripted, Unfrosted review, coming soon to an anti-review near you.
You got to put in all the work. Damn, that's going to be great.
I mean, you're writing and voicing it, I assume, but...
Yep.
Yeah, all the work is a bit of a stretch there.
How much are you paying Purple to edit those fucking regular show episodes?
Not much.
Yeah, it better not be, because that's a piss easy job.
Well, he hates it.
Well, has he edited the ones that I'm in yet? When are those coming out?
No, that's probably it's gonna relive some trauma on those ones, but I sure hope they're gonna come out eventually. Oh boy.
Yeah, they fucking better.
Do one today. Yeah.
Oh, did you have a new video up today, Florian? I haven't checked.
No, tomorrow's Bazinga Boys.
Okay. What do you think of the Elon Musk episode?
I thought it was a pretty good episode, but sure it's fucking stupid to think that people actually buy into the Elon Musk bullshit where it's like, oh yeah, rockets, reusing them, what a great idea. No, actually, he reuses like 5% of all rockets, so the whole concept is a complete waste. And he's just getting your money, and he's getting NASA money.
And there's the Weekend Warrior, just in time.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I told you he'd just be there for the ending gag.
Yeah.
He was the Asian family watching the show unfold. That's all along.
Yeah, Velma episode 4 does end with a Japanese family watching Velma because it's like a Japanese reality show.
Get him to join just so he can plug
He's literally here! He's in the call! Look at your fucking screen! Look at the screen!
Weekend, plug your shit.
He's just not talking! Maybe his mic's not working. He's here!
Weekend, plug your shit.
Weekend, what did you think of Velma? We're starting over. I don't know why he can't talk, but because we're about to end, so he better hurry the fuck up.
Much like the Planet of the Apes, this is a time loop where...
Okay, Weekend, you have 1 minute, uninterrupted. What did you think of these episodes of Velma?
I only laughed once in the third episode. When
what was the
credits
that made you laugh?
I posted it on the chat because it was like, they made a callback to...
I think that was episode 4.
That was in the 4th episode, you fucking fake Velma fan.
Weekend, did you fall asleep sitting up at your computer?
No, I took a nap and then...
Okay.
Good
timing.
You fell asleep.
Because you were talking to us 20 minutes before we started, so that's a weird time to nap, but...
Yeah, it's like, oh, maybe. Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. Dude, Kino didn't show up either, so at least you're here now.
It's much funnier this way.
Yeah, we were hoping you'd show up.
It was too fitting, like your favorite thing to happen.
Yep. Is there anything you want to plug this weekend?
Nah, not really. I feel embarrassed to plug anything because I am late. I'm very late.
You know, it's a passing of the torch to be super late to a podcast or to miss it entirely. So, welcome to the club.
Yeah, welcome to the E-Rich Club.
Can I say that Velma's still annoying because she keeps talking about herself? That's something I noticed. She's not really a very
incredible insight.
I can't believe you find this great character to be annoying. I think
we've been singing her praises this whole time.
Yeah, I think it's just sexism. I think if we had a male character constantly breaking the fourth wall and being a dick and being supposedly really smart, I think you'd go for it. It'd be like
his name's Sterling Archer. Do you like the Archer show?
I thought it'd be named Velmo.
Velmo.
Yeah, it's exactly Archer. It's so unfair. Nobody appreciates her because she's a woman.
They should do a Rule 63 with Velma, or Rule 63 with every.
I mean, they did. Character. She dresses up as a man in season 1. She has like a mustache.
Does every character dress up?
No,
I don't think so.
Okay, well, it should be more than just Velma.
Weekend, are you going to be here next week for episodes 5 and 6?
Oh, I have to check because I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we have a thing in the office, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I don't know about you guys, but I have the Velma podcast blocked out for all day.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, so you want us to keep going? Because I thought we were done, but we can go another 5 hours if you want.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm just getting hooked on this Planet of the Apes subplot, Just tell us more.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm leaving.
Okay, so
we'll see you guys next week for more Velma. It's been fun. Yeah, stay true. And we know we love you.
We love you so much. Please know that.
Patreon.com/Mumkey, and I'll pretend I like you guys. Become a member of the channel for all the exclusive content coming out early.
These podcasts come out early for members, right?
Yep. Everything I ever post does now.
How late are these normally if you don't have this perk?
What, a week later? Or
for Is It Kino, people have been having to wait like a whole month.
A month?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the episodes are currently scheduled out to the first week of June.
But I guess the Velma has to be more urgent, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this will come out on Monday.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. That is replacing the Bazinga Boys slot on my channel.
Oof. Oh, no.
Man, kicked for sweeps. The Velma sweeps.
I was so relieved when Purple Colonel said he did not want to watch Velma because I didn't want to have to tell him he's not invited.
You did tell him. He knows.
Weekend, you can have the final word.
Fuck this show. Thank you.
Wow.
Hey, I said he had the final word, so I'm cutting it there.
Oh!